Okay, we're going to do a quick DIY on an air filter change on a 458 Italia. The filter change will be compatible from 2009 up into 2014, covering the Speciale and the Italia models. You're going to need a size 3 in your standard Allen key. Doesn't matter if it's long or short. An 8mm spanner, 8mm, standard ratchet, up to you. Just a 1/4-inch drive socket, small extension, and then basically you're looking at a T25 in a standard Torx bit, so your star style bit. I'm sorry you can't see that or not. So that's your Torx. I'll take a photo of these tools independently of this video, and I'll just flash them up so you know exactly what you need. The filter we're putting in today is obviously what I would call a performance upgrade. We have gone with the BMC. Look, BMC is an Italian brand, so it's an Italian car, so it makes sense. There is others available. We'll get to pulling it apart. I'll show you this filter in a bit. Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm not going to show you my face because you want to know what's actually going on in the car. So you've got the Torx bits basically around the box. There is one here as well on the side. I know you can't see that. I'll show you. And on this side as well. So you've basically got one on either side, and you've got 5 of them located at the front. I think I'm going to basically attack that first. What you'll find at the back here, it's almost like a locating point for the box, the airbox. There's nothing really to do under there, and I haven't done this before either, but I physically can't see any more bolts behind. Obviously they have thought about it, Ferrari. They didn't want to make it overly complicated, so we'll start with removing these bolts here. Okay, now I'm going to show you these bolts on either side. I mean, you are going to see them when you're changing the box, but I am showing you how to, so I'm going to show you these bolts on the video. So way down on the side here, you've basically got that bolt there. No, it's not a good picture, but so if we zoom out, you can exactly see where that bolt is located. So that's found on the side of that airbox there. We're going to go for those 2 side ones. It is going to be a lot easier to get it with the longer extension bar. So like I said, just on the side here, you're going to find the other 2. Okay, so now that we've removed the 5 bolts from here, and obviously the side bolts as well from either left and right sides, everyone's got their own way of doing things. So basically, I've seen other people take these apart. I'm going to show you my way, and the reason why obviously someone else has done it that way is because the box does foul on these corners. But these little guys here do compress. So what I'm going to show you is obviously I've removed those bolts. I haven't done anything else, no more process that you haven't seen on camera. I'm going to show you how to leave these guys attached and still pull this airbox up to change the filter in a bit of a flash. Okay, so basically the airbox is now free. You can see that, but basically it does foul on the body of the car. So like I said, this is how you do it. Fingers and or hands underneath the airbox lid, just so you can feel it under the airbox, and basically just push the airbox forward. That's basically depressing those 2 rubber sections like I showed you, and can basically lift it up and out of the way. There's no need to remove those bolts. It just isn't. There's no need whatsoever, because now we have access to the filter. So look, I think that's skipping a process that some other people may do, but really it's not necessary. You're not doing any damage to these guys. They are rubber, so they will depress either way, and regardless, look, I don't think you need to do that. Well, like I said, everyone's different, so if you feel more comfortable doing that, then definitely do it. So look, depends how fast you are. Look, you're not going to do any damage by doing that. I haven't scratched the paint in any way. Just ease it down, you can lay it on there. So this is a genuine Ferrari item that's come out, just a paper filter. It is very, very clean. So I am going to keep that one. The only reason I would keep this one is because the performance filter needs to be cleaned, so it needs to be washed, dried, and oiled again. So it's probably good to keep that one just to do that process, let it dry properly before you put the oil on. I've seen a lot of videos where people will oil, like clean the filter, the performance filter, oil it, and then chuck it back in. There's no way in my mind that you would have got all the moisture out of that filter. So I think it's better to do it an overnight thing, clean the filter, let it dry, oil it the next day. So we'll pop this one down. The BMC filter, like I said, I was going to show you guys. Some places I've read that these will give you a performance increase of horsepower. I think they say around 5 horsepower. So this is your big boy. So it's all one construction. It's all rubber. The filters are sort of built into that rubber, and these are an oiled filter, hence the color. So let's place that one down. Open it up. Always make sure you're getting something genuine as well. So if you're not too sure about what you're getting, you know, anything genuine will generally come with a bit of a certificate and paperwork. So that's how you know. Although there's a lot of good copies out there. So match filter. Basically doing it the same way I just showed you. The box is sitting down, so let's adjust the camera angle and show you guys exactly what we're doing. So basically re-lift your lid up like that. Now, as you can see, there's a bit of dirt in here. I am going to give it a wipe just because that dirt is going to obviously go on your new filter. It's got nowhere else to go, so totally up to you. I'm just using a bit of a wet rag. So we've got the BMC air filter, and we're putting that in. Basically, there's no wrong way to do it. You can only get it in one way. That's the side up, so the one with the holes facing up. Basically, you want that little, the ridge here is going to sit on the lip of the box. So you can't do it the wrong way. It only goes in one way. So this goes in and basically locates in. So just push the filter down on all the edges. Make sure that's sort of seated. Performance filter's in, and reverse the steps. So push your box back, obviously being careful of the corners again. And you shouldn't have to touch that at all, which we haven't. Now there is, again, on this inner side, if you put your hand in there or you look down, there's a little bit where the box locks into the bottom section of the box. Make sure that's actually seated in, which it has. You'll feel that. That's actually gone in, and you'll know because all the holes line up as well. If the holes don't line up, you haven't pushed it back. You'll be able to see this on your vehicle, obviously, and for the people that don't have one and are interested. So I don't know if you can see that clearly, but that's the back of the box that I'm talking about, the seating. So basically where it seats, the top of the box connects to the bottom of the box. That's where it has to clip in. There's obviously 3 of those. One where I'm showing you, and then there's another one here, behind here, another one behind here. So you'll push the box in and down, and that'll basically seat the box. So now that's all back in, basically just reverse what we just did. 5 bolts back in here, 1 on either side. Probably better to do 1 at a time. Don't grab them all in your hand because you might lose one. Look, you can, if you do lose one, no big deal. You can obviously order one. These things cost about $2 genuine from Ferrari, so don't worry about you losing. But look, I like to grab one, don't go crazy, and basically just locate it in its hole. Probably best not to put it on your tool either, even if it is magnetic, because sometimes you can't trust that either. Like anything, probably suggest just grab one and basically thread it in by hand, just so you know the thread's getting started. And now we're just going to tighten them up. Now keep in mind that this box is only plastic, so don't over tighten it. Now I haven't put any real pressure on these at all, because I don't feel you need to. It looks like obviously in the past someone's done them up a little bit tighter. You might find this on your car as well, that there's a slight indentation. Obviously people have gone a bit crazy on it. I'm going to go over these one more time and just give them a little bit pressure, more pressure than overall. So just a bit of a nip up, maybe a quarter of a turn once they're sort of all tight. Another one too, if you don't want to do this up too tight, you could probably use a semi-permanent Loctite, obviously something that can be removed, and this will stop any sort of vibrations from the box, loosening those as well. Now I'm not going to start this one up, I know everyone's probably waiting for that at the end of the video, but my car is in pieces because I'm doing other things on it at the moment, so I can't start it up to give you a sound test. Sorry to disappoint you, that was merely just a DIY on the air filter. But like I said, across the board, most people are saying that these filters will do basically a 5 horsepower gain. Each to their own. You can put a standard filter back in it. You can obviously do the performance upgrade if you want to. The options are there, but now you know how to do it. So I hope you found that useful. So that's it. Look out for my other videos as well. I'll be doing an oil filter change on these cars as well. So I'll show you that process. The carbon fiber diffuser changeover, and obviously the rear fog light covers. I will also be doing an interior carbon fiber swap on the center console, so if that video is up already or it is coming, look out for that on my channel. You may want to watch that for the Ferrari 458. You might find that interesting as well, so that is either up or coming. So yeah, take a look. You might find that useful if you're changing over the parts yourself, and just if you're curious too. So yeah, hope you enjoyed that, guys. I hope it was useful. Thanks for watching.